Hi, one. So, bit of an unusual one, but I'm taking part in a model building competition today in a game called Model Builder, funnily enough. An associate of mine reached out and said, "Hey, you like games? And hey, you like models, so come take part." And being the silly sausage I am, who hasn't painted models IRL in years and has hardly spent any time in Model Builder, I said yes. And I then proceeded to quickly shit myself that I just entered a competition on effectively hard mode, full of a bunch of people who've probably been playing this a hell of a lot more than I have. However, this didn't stop me from entering a Sea of Thieves competition before, having never played the game, and I came second, so, what could possibly go wrong? So there are a bunch of us taking part, so please do make sure to go check their entries out. They'll be linked in the description box below. And once you have done so, please go vote for your favourite. In addition to that, also check the description box and also stay tuned to learn how to enter a giveaway in association with CharedeGaming for a chance to win one of 3 gift cards for their website where you can buy games, fun enough, like Model Builder. They're having a massive Black Friday sale bonanza, so make sure to go check that out for lots of awesome deals. Anyway, back to the competition. Well, the premise of the event was to build a model, get the video out on Sunday, paint the model however you like, but have it in some way represent your channel and or community. So, of course, I trawled through the models, and given I'm the queen of disasters and digging myself out of giant holes after blindly walking into them claiming everything's going to be fine, nothing really fit better than the Titanic, which, let's be honest, famously sunk after a series of stupid decision-making and ignoring well-founded concerns. Isn't that right, Captain? I am also a creator who frequently ends up in games with boats, and I'm one of 2 people who were able to torp themselves in one specific video game I can't mention for legal reasons. This video may be repeating history with me absolutely butchering this model, but at least I won't be doing it with a budget controller any worthy of the bin. Instead, my rather expensive keyboard and mouse are going to have to endure this madness. So if you want to skip to the final result, you're more than welcome to do so. There'll be a timestamp on screen as well as in the info box. But without further ado, here was the misadventure of painting the Titanic. So to kick off with actually building this thing the day after I decided I was going to do so, I proceeded to panic even more because it came to the realization, in addition to being unprepared, the Titanic has 133 parts and it was on the hardest difficulty rating in the game. So I've just gone and upped the ante and stacked the odds against myself even further, but giant hairy sphericals, I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. So time to stiffen up that lip and get stuck into building the hull. And of course I immediately ran into my first problem, in that I couldn't remember the controls and sticking parts together was a problem. But this soon resolved itself via the tried and trusted method of just smashing the keys. Following this, I had the easy task of painting a nice flat spiffy colour of red across the whole thing to lure me in that all was going to be okay. This, however, was followed by a swift kick to the tits that painting straight lines is a total ball ache in this game. I did eventually find the masking tape tool, but for the life of me, I can't find an option to drag a straight line of it across the model. So I said bollocks to it and proceeded to paint it just roughly approximately. While going through this rather time-consuming process, I came to the realization that for RMS Derp, as I've now lovingly dubbed it, that the wiggly line could be advantageous, as it will prevent the passengers from knowing if we're actually sinking, what with no proper line of reference. Add that to the partying, and no one will be aware of the impending disaster that's about to consume them. Apart from, of course, the reputation of the captain, but we'll conveniently leave that out of the travel booklets, so consider that part of the lore of how this ship was lovingly but derpily made. Some time later, of course, after painting in the portholes with dry brushing, adding some anchors and some various other MacGuffins, we add a rudder and start working on our first deck. And this drove me absolutely nuts because for the life of me, I could not find the thing I was missing that the UI would not shut up about. But more on my nemesis later. Before we continue, though, let me tell you about this glorious giveaway that CharedeGaming is doing in collaboration with me to celebrate their Black Friday sale. They are a British game key seller. I've worked with them a very long time. They get their keys direct from the source, so you're actively and positively supporting the gaming industry while also getting your hands on some very spiffy deals. As I've said, been collabing with them for many years, and I get my games from them so that I can make my content. They boast excellent customer support, a top-tier loyalty program, which gives a great range of perks. And today, you've got the opportunity to win one of 3 £50 gift cards to spend in their shop on anything you want. And that includes on the Black Friday sale discounts. There's thousands of them available on everything from indie darlings to AAA spectaculars. On screen, there'll be a link, and it'll also be in the video's description. So make sure to follow that. It'll take you to their Gleam page, which they've all got set up. All the entry options are available on there, as well as the giveaway rules. The winner will be pulled on December 1st to ensure that the prizes go out to the winners before the sale ends. Best of luck, and back to the derpy building antics. Time has passed, and while my OCD brain is getting irritated by the missing bit on that first deck, I start shoving other bits on and working on various other bits in another deck. Eventually, I got the inspiration to go back, and I find the thing that's been irritating me the entire time. That incomplete deck, well, guess what? What was missing was a set of stairs right at the back, which was really hard to see. But anyway, at least my mind is at rest now. That Scooby-Doo mystery has been solved. A large amount of paid scrolling later, however, to get back on track with where I am, and with my brain now reassured that I won't end up on 99% completion. What with World of Warcraft and Pokemon having trained me so well as a child, I get back to dry brushing the deck, of course, and then exploring the delights of having to add a flag, but I managed to work that one out without too much hassle. I keep working on the various deck pieces, including adding benches, some various trims, and some grains, of course. All in all, I'm getting into some kind of rhythm by this point, and I'm rapidly turning around the decks. I then get to the lack of lifeboats, of which the Titanic had 20 on the night of the incident, when it actually had a maximum capacity of 65. This was, of course, to the misfortune of those on board when it sank, but on the upside for me trying to get this model done with limited time, I have a lot less lifeboats to paint, so this helps speed up the process a lot, so thanks for that. I then got to the funnels, and I frankly enjoyed painting these, but why the game insists you paint the details first, only to then go tell you to spray paint the top section black, I haven't a Scooby bleeding doos. It makes far more sense to bulk colour them orange, spray the top black, then go over the edges and refine it, and then only after that then go in and spray the ladders and the pipework. So I proceeded to throw the instruction manual out the window like I normally do, and ignore the game and do it my way. Following the funnel finagling, it was time to finish off with a few small pieces, add a couple of flags, and finally put the entire thing together. So here it is, my model of the Titanic, or as I'm dubbing it, RMS Derp. May her journeys be long, but hopefully get you to your destination eventually, and her lower deck may be full of many derpy seamen. Thanks for taking the time to hang out and join me on the misadventure of painting the Titanic. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too hard, but to be frank, the outcome's better than I was expecting. But then again, my standards are rather low given the lack of skill and the derping. As previously mentioned, though, make sure to go check out the other entries in this competition, and once you've done so, go vote via the straw poll. The links for all of these, of course, will be in the description. In addition to that as well, don't miss out on your opportunity to go check out the Green Man Gaming Black Friday sale and get an entry in for those 3 gift cards. It's a great way to get games. They've got an amazing sale. And they're actually the publisher for Model Builder as well, which you can get on their website as well. So if you like the look of the game, you can go snag yourself a copy nice and cheap. And you're still supporting the devs. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my derpy, weird rendition of Painting the Titanic. And I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra for now. It's yours, you know. I'll take you with me, and I swear my